We'll start today's Shem at Hashem with to explain a little bit the timeline, as each one you can see in the sheets. To explain a little bit the timeline, what we see in front of us. So we have on the right side the event, and then the date, and the year from Brias Olam, and then the year, and as you can see, before BCE, before Common Era. Okay, let's start with the dates. With the dates first. To explain the dates, we should know where we're standing. This is a date, but again, we're missing over here some things. It's not exact. We're going to explain. There's more to this. We try to follow the Seder Olam, and this the timeline. We try to follow the Seder Olam. So just to know where we're standing, what was before, what was after. So we started with Tzias Mitzrayim. Tzias Mitzrayim, it's in Chodesh Nisan, Rav Nisan. Beis Tov Memches. Beis Tov Memches means Beis Alofim. Beis Alofim. Tov Memches. 2,448 years from Brias Olam. About 10 to 12 BCE. So that's the first one. Now that's we know Sefer Shmois. Then we go to the end of Sefer Volume, beginning of Sefer Yehoshua. Vahi Achrei Moshe v'Lashem. When is Misas Moshe? This is the second thing we have. Misas Moshe. Zayin Adol. Zayin Adol Moshe Rabbeinu is Nifta. We know when we look at the Mefoshim, it's not so simple that Moshe Rabbeinu was Nifta on Zayin Adol. Even the Radak over here on the place comes and brings that there's not everyone is masking that Moshe Rabbeinu was Nifta on Zayin Adol, but that's we follow the Gemara Megillah. The Gemara Megillah says before that Moshe Rabbeinu was Nifta on Zayin Adol, and that's why we bought on Zayin Adol. The same year we're talking about 2,488 years from Brias Olam, based on Lofitop. And this is 1272 BC. All of these events, most of the events what we have over here, happened on the same base in the year, base alof in top 2,000 years Brias Olam, and just the dates are changing. So we start over here with Misas Moshe Zayin Adol. Then Yehoshua Yaroshins Moshe Rabbeinu, right? And then Yehoshua sends Meraglim Terichoi. Actually sending the Meraglim Terichoi was, they didn't wait even for the 30 days of Avelus. They sent it in Hey Nisan. Hey Nisan, he comes and he sends over there the Meraglim Terichoi. So again, we went according to the Mefoshim over here, the Seder Adoros. The Seder Adoros brings that this was on Hey Nisan, the sending the Meraglim. The next thing, Yehoshua sends Meraglim. Who speaks to Yehoshua to warn the people, right? And this is the psukim what we can see over here. That means prepare yourself to go to cross the Yarden. That happened when? On Zayin Nisan. Crossing the Yarden. All of this is in the same year. Then crossing the Yarden, this was when it happened. This happened on Yud Nisan. Yud Nisan, again, Beis Alofim, Tov Peiches. This is the Ma'avar Yarden. It says over here, Ma'avar Yarden. That means crossing the Yarden. Ma'avar Yarden. This is the portion of the Psukim that was Yud Nisan. And we can see later on in Kapitel Dalet, Pasuk Yutes, it says before that this when it happened. Klal Yisrael, there's a mistake over here. Klal Yisrael Molu, yeah, that means they had a bris milah. When the whole of Klal Yisrael have a bris milah, Yud Aleph Nisan, the mitzvah of Milah and Korban Pesach. So this is Yud Aleph Nisan. This sheet would say it actually was Yud Dalet Nisan. The Seder Olam Rabbe in Perek Yud Aleph. That's what we think, and there is different shittas. I'm just going to mention the shittas because already someone asked me about it. The Rebbe already called me last night with a question about this, so I'm just going to mention. Good question, Agav. That the Gemara in Yevamim Daf Ayin Aleph Omen base. There's a Yerushalmi in the end of the 8th page of Psochim, and also there's Yerushalmi in the 8th page of Nozir. That it was actually in Yud Nisan. It was actually Yud Nisan. But again, we said we follow the Seder Olam Rabbe over here, that this happened not on Yud Aleph Nisan, the Klal Yisrael have a bris milah, and they come and have a mitzvah about the Korban Pesach. Let's go to the next one. Also Korban Pesach, then they done the Korban Pesach. Okay, that's always Yud Aleph Nisan, like every other Pesach. When is the last day they ate the man? That was Vav Nisan. Okay, that's brought down also. Rashi says it on the Torah, exactly the Cheshvan. And Kibush Yerichoi. Where was Kibush Yerichoi? So this is Chof Beis, the Chof Zayin Nisan. right? That's Pashtus, the way we know about Kiddush Yericho. Again, this is not everyone is masking, according to the Seder Olam, but there is actually in the Seder Adoros what we brought down, but it says that there was an Iyov. And this is straight in the Seder Adoros, the Seder Olam, in the Seder Olam Rabbi, it says that the Akopes was from Chof Beis Nisan till Chof Ches. Till Chof Ches, yeah, we meant Chof Zayin, including Chof Zayin, till Chof Ches. And in Chof Ches, nicht b'shoir, this is before over there. Chof Ches, it was Shabbos. Chof Ches was Shabbos, nicht b'shoir. So the Kibush itself was actually with Chof Ches. But we wrote the days of Chof Beis to Chof Zayin. There is a Seder HaDoros who says that there was an Chodesh Iyov. Now we're going to the three events, what happened in these years, from 2,488 years to 2,494 years in the from Brias Olam. This is the Bris with the Givonim. The Givonim come, as you can see in the Psukim, the whole story, they come from a distance. The Milchama with Malchei Hadorim, with the kings from the south and from the north. This happens over here, and these years from Top Peiches till Top Tzadik Daled. Again, we have over here the Goyish dates on the side. The Nachlis of Ever Yarden, the Yehuda, Yosef, coming and going. Again, we have over here the Mapole of Ai. The Ai was also Top Tzadik Gimel. There's many events what we've done. We brought the main events what we thought that they could help over here to understand the Sugim. And is Shem, okay, these are things that we're going to see. It's good to keep. We're going to see as we're learning the Psukim. Just the last thing that I wanted to mention is the Ptir of Yehoshua, because that's what I was asked about. The Ptir of Yehoshua, we see over here, the last on the chart, the last one, Ptir of Yehoshua, Chovov Nisan. Base, Tov Kufte Zayin, 2516 from Brias Olam, and 1244 BCE. That means this is, again, this is not everyone is masking to this, what we said over here, that this is Chovov Nisan. This, what we came and said again, it's the Seder HaDoros. Seder HaDoros. But there is many other Perushim that come and say, for example, the Even Ezra, the Rashbetz. The Rashbetz is in Mogin Ovois. It's called the Chelek HaPhilosophy, that's what it's called over there, and Chelek Gimel Perek Daled. Of the being that this didn't happen in Chov Vov Nisan Tov Kuf Zayin, it actually happened in Tov Kuf Gimel. Tov Kuf Gimel. He makes all cheshbon. Again, it depends on the cheshbonas how much, when was the crossing of the Yarden. Yes, Chov Vov Nisan. So let's see the Psukim. Let's start the Psukim inside. So this is just going to be, instead of a introduction, let's start the Psukim inside. And they ate from matzah, so we know the matzah is chodosh. They couldn't be the matzah chodosh. The Tosin Kiddushin Daf Lamed Ches. We can see that. Let's start the Psukim inside. Vehi achari Moshe Eved Hashem. Moshe Eved Hashem, as we see, he's called the Eved Hashem, is someone who gives all his koyach, all his effort, and all his kavaneh. The Avodas Hashem is not called only a Oved Hashem. It's already a higher level. It's already a Eved Hashem. Eved Hashem. Vayomer Hashem el Yehoshua bin Nun Meshores Moshe Leimer. Before she explained why Yehoshua bin Nun gets it, not because he was the greatest. Because we know the Ramban comes and tells us in Pasha Shlach, there was greater people than Yehoshua bin Nun. Because if we look at the Seder, the way it's written down, the Ramban says that the way it's written down, the Seder of the Meraglim, each one voice the Shok Sherim Oyu, the Nesim, the Ramban said there were Lefi Seder Chashivusam. Each one was greater than the other one. Yehoshua bin Nun is brought down only the fifth. There's four before him. That means Yehoshua was up. So why Yehoshua bin Nun gets it? Because he was Meshoros Moshe. He's Meshoros Moshe. And Godol Shimusha, Yoiser Milimudo. Godol Shimusha, serving, coming and serving people, coming and learning from it, Yoiser Milimudo. What he comes and he tells them? Moshe Avdi Meis. Moshe Avdi Meis. Ve'ato. And now, it's your job to come and Kum Avod Hazeh. They come and tell them. Now, Moshe Avdi Meis, and because Moshe Avdi Meis, if Moshe Avdi was here, would not come and be Ma'avir the Yarden. And says, Moshe Meis, Ve'ilu Yokaya with Moshe Rabbeinu, Boy Yizi Chofetz. Let's first explain before we go to the Medrash, what Rashi brings, the More, let's explain the Pasuk Pshat. Ve'ato kum, that means Ve'ato kum with the zrizas. Ve'avoyer es hayarden, cross the Nar Hayarden, because that's the whole purpose of going into Eretz Yisrael. And Ato, v'chol ha'om hazeh, el ha'oret asher anochi lo yisem la'hem, who, why you asked to add again, living Israel, again? Says the Radak a very interesting thing. Radak says, when, as you can see it also later on, that when a person goes, a king, he goes and he's taking his troops to battle. And they're going, and they are quenched another city and capturing another city, another city. Who it's called after? It's called after the general, the king, the one that actually he led the war. But he comes and says, no. Even though you are leading the war, who I'm giving it to? Libnei Yisrael. So if we go now and we look at these two psukim, Moshe Avdi Meis, V'atokum, Moshe Rabbeinu died. Now let's look at the drash. Rashi brings over here a drash. If you look at Rashi, what Rashi says, V'Rabbeinu Dorshu. Rashi brings a Gemara in Temurah. The Gemara Temurah sagt das so. Al shloishes alofim halachos shenishtakhu bimei evloi shel Moshe. They forgot 3,000 halachos. Yehoshua v'shoal. Yehoshua ben Nun comes to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and he asks, I want to know these halachos. I want to know these halachos. And what HaKadosh Baruch Hu answers him? Omar HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Moshe Avdi Meis. That's it. Moshe Rabbeinu, he's the one that gave the Torah. It's called after him. And I can't teach it to you. What should you do? Say the Torah b'milchama. But that's what Rashi means. If we look a little bit in the Gemara in Temurah. So we see over here Moshe Avdi Meis. What we see, Rashi brings Rabbi Shneinu Dorshu. This is the 3,000 halachas that was b'mei evloi shel Moshe. And Yehoshua came to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and he asked him, what about this? And what we say? No. If you look at the Gemara, it's a little bit different. The Gemara says also. The Gemara says that what we see Moshe Avdi Meis, these psukim, and this words, Moshe Avdi Meis, it's going on a different time. When it goes, says the Gemara, Omar Rav Yudah Omar Rav. B'shor sheniftar, Moshe Rabbeinu leGan Eden. When Moshe Rabbeinu went into Gan Eden, Omar lo Yehoshua, how much before he leaves the world, he tells Yehoshua ben Nun, Sha'al mimeni kol sfeik sheyesh lecho. Any doubts, any question you have, just ask and I'm going to answer you. Omar Loi, Yehoshua tells him, Rebbe, I don't need to. Kulum hinachticho shor achas, ve'olachti lamok b'machal, amanar lo yomish v'toichoyel. I was always with you. Anything you said, I was out there to follow everything. There's nothing you can be mechadash. Lo yikach kosavta, didn't you yourself write in the Torah? Meshol so Yehoshua ben Nun, nar lo yomish mitoichoyel. Miyat koshash koichoy shel Moshe, says the Gemara. When Yehoshua replied this answer, he was not happy. Why? Because Yehoshua ben Nun comes and says that, look, I'm as you. Whoever you know, I know. Whoever you know, I know. That's it. You can't teach me. And this done a bit of a chalishes hadas from Moshe Rabbeinu. And because of that, nishtakhu mimenu, from Yehoshua, he forgot shloish me'os halachos. Shloish me'os halachos. I'm reading the Glat the Lashon Gemara in Temurah. V'noildu loi shva me'os feikos. He forgot 300 halachos. And ve'omdu kol Yisrael hogoy. This is Rashi brings the Medrash. I'm bringing the Gemara. The Gemara says he forgot 300. And ve'omdu kol Yisrael hogoy. Everyone comes and they wanted to kill him. They wanted to kill him. So he comes to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and says, what should I do? Omar le HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells Yehoshua ben Nun, lo yimar loch yefshar. I can't now come and teach you these halachos. Just what? Leich v'tordom b'milchama. You know what? Take them out of the milchama. Shenemar, and this is the first pasuk. Bring the Gemara, the first pasuk, and now Vayehi Achri Moshe Eved Hashem Vayemer Hashem Yehoshua Kum Avor Yisayarden. Now go into war. Why? Because I cannot come and teach you these halachos. That's the Gemara and that's what we learn later on. By Tzad Shoytreom to come and to go out to war. That's what says down in the Gemara, down in the Gemara over there. Now we have to understand that over here it's brought down slightly differently. The Shlosh Moshe halacha, and the Gemara brings it down. That also Bimei Evloi Shel Moshe was after that. So there's two. This is what Rashi brings down, that Bimei Evloi Shel Moshe, after Moshe Rabbeinu dies, there was forgotten 3,000 halachas in the world, and that people came to Yehoshua, and Yehoshua says, I don't know. And there's another part of Yehoshua ben Nun had a whole discussion with, a whole conversation with Moshe Rabbeinu, and with this conversation, because he had a certain darge of, as we see, Toshash Kodesh on Moshe, and he forgot 300 halachas, and that's why they want to kill him. So you have to understand why the 3,000 halachas, they're okay with it, they don't want to kill him. And if he forgot 300 halachas, they want to kill him. It doesn't make sense, no? If he forgot 300 halachas, they want to kill him. According to the Gemara, The way it's brought down in the Gemara is brought down that he forgot 300 halachas. They wanted to kill him. And when he forgets 3,000 halachas, they're okay with that. What's the difference? He wants to say as well. He says, first of all, according to Briskerov says in Parshas Beshalach, Yehoshua bin Nun, what was his job? He was the Moshe HaTorah. We know Moshe Kibel Torah Misinai, who Mesoro Yehoshua. What was the Mesirah of Moshe Rabbeinu to Yehoshua? What was the Mesirah? Who Mesoro Yehoshua? Says the Briskerov, the Mesoro was the Torah Shabbat. The Torah, that was the Iker, what Moshe Rabbeinu, he wrote, right? He wrote 40 Sifrei Torah, in the Medrash, and he wrote many Sifrei Torah, but that hadn't written. What he didn't have written is the Torah Shabbat. And the Torah Shabbat, that was given by Yehoshua bin Nun, the comment to give over. And that's why, when he comes and he says he forgot 300 halachos, they wanted to kill him. Why they wanted to kill him? Because we know the Mishnah in Perek Gimel and Ovis, what the Mishnah says, someone forgets even one thing from learning. The Torah comes and says, this is person He's in a way, he deserves to get killed. No, now says in the Keser Roish from B'Shem Reb Chaim Volozhin, they say that there's the big vikuach. Today a person there's the Al Tishkach. Person learns and he forgets. So there's a issur of forgetting or not. So in Shulchan Aruch Rav, the Balatani says there's a issur even b'zman hazeh. The Chaim Volozhin says no, there's no issur b'zman hazeh. Why? The whole issur was at that time when a person learns something and you're not allowed to write it down. The Torah shebchtav hi Torah shalom b'al peh. The opposite. Torah sheb'al peh hi Torah shay lekoyson b'chtav. You can't write it down. It's Torah sheb'al peh. And if a person does not remember, what happens? It's gone. It's gone. That's what the Mishnah speaks about. A person al tishkach, a person that is an issur to forget Torah and is mischayev ben ashay. This is only when a person forgets Torah sheb'al peh that you cannot write down. But today that you have Sfarim and everyone could write down his Chidushim, there's no issur of forgetting. That's what the thing. So he says this is when you say it's only on Torah sheb'al peh. It says the Briskerov that Allah Torah in Parshas Vayischa. And the Iker Azor is on Torah Sheb'al Peh, that what was given from generation to the generation, right? Moshe, Yehoshua is Zkenim, Nevim, and what we learned also, if someone forgets, Mischayev Misa, when is that? When is Mischayev Nafshay? This is only, we learned in the Mishnah, when is it? On the Mishnah says, this is okay, it's a Torah Sheb'al Peh, but the Mishnah says of there, Yochoy lafilu tokfoi mishnosai, Talmud loimar, upen, Yosu milevovcho, kol yemei chayecho. When a person is mischayev benafshay, when does a person is mischayev benafshay? When a person deserves mischayev benafshay, very strong word. Yeah, that when is mischayev benafshay? Only when yosirem miliboy before. That means when he actually deliberately forgot it. He didn't do anything to remember it, or deliberately he went there and forgot it. Then very good. Why Yehoshua bin Nun? He forgets 300 halachas, they want to kill him. 3,000 halachas, they're okay with it. Why? Because why he forgot the 300 halachas? The 300 halachas he forgot because Moshe Rabbeinu tells him, listen, Yehoshua, now is the time I'm going to Gan Eden. Anything you want to learn, I'm here for you. He should have come and said, yeah, I want to learn this, I want to learn that. What the answer is? No, I know everything. And that's why he forgot it. So basically, he forgot over here something deliberately. He caused it on himself to forget. The person is lo yosur. When the person deliberately causes for himself to forget something, then he's mischayev ben ashay. So then what the whole point? He's mischayev ben ashay. What's the whole kill him? But the shloishes halachas, what they forgot the me'ever shel Moshe, this is because Moshe Rabbeinu dies, Moshe Rabbeinu leaves the world. So it comes down certain darkness to the world. And it comes down a certain the world that yes, we cannot stand 3,000 halachas and only not near Knaz, Bepil Puloi. We're gonna see later on when we learned that in Shoiftim how exactly he brought it back with Pil Puloi, the Gemara tomorrow being done over there. But this could be also a little bit to understand why was the difference. We saw also over in the Psukim that Moshe Rabbeinu we see that what he told them that because Moshe have the mace, so Asher Anochi Noisim Lochem Livnei Yisrael. So what is Livnei Yisrael? We mentioned from the Malbim, what's Livnei Yisrael? Because Derech Klal, who does get it? The king, right? That's what the Malbim says. The Malbim says why he came said Lohem Livnei Yisrael. He's talking about the Klal Yisrael, right? Moshe have the mace, ואתו קום עברס הירדן, אתו וכל עום הזה, הוא העום הזה, כלל ישראל. אשר אנוכי נויס לכם, לבני ישראל. What's again לבני ישראל? Why again לבני ישראל? But because we say, דווקא לבני ישראל, and not to yourself. Because even though when a person comes and the king, he's leading the war, so he can come and take himself wherever he wants, and we say, no, you don't take it yourself. There's a Gemara Obasa. Gemara Obasa, daf kuf of base. The Gemara says, Asido Eretz Yisrael, lo Asido Asido Eretz Yisrael, in the future, Eretz Yisrael will come and get divided, leyud gimel shvatim. The 13 tribes, 13 different parts. We know there's only 12 shvatim. We know there's only 12. So what the Pshat says the Gemara? Says the Gemara, the 13th chelek will be Mashiach. Melech HaMoshiach, he will get one part. Even though Eretz Yisrael itself is divided only for shvatim, but it belongs to the whole of Klal Yisrael. But le'osid lovay, when there will be the Geula Shleima, it will get another part will go to Melech HaMoshiach. He will get the 13th part. That's what the Gemara says. We see in Chazal that if Moshe Rabbeinu didn't go into Eretz Yisrael, and that's what we said, Moshe Avdi Meis, and that's why we go into Eretz Yisrael, because Moshe Rabbeinu got punished not to go into. But what if Moshe Rabbeinu would have gone into Eretz Yisrael? It would be Klal Yisrael into Eretz Yisrael. It would be the Tikkun HaSholem, the Geula Shleima. That's it. We wouldn't have any, not Chuban Bayis Rishon, not Chuban Bayis Sheni, nothing would happen, all of that. And then, this 13th Chelek, that the Osid Lovay, when the Geula Shleima is going to go to Mashiach, who would have gotten that Chelek? Moshe Rabbeinu would have got that Chelek. Lefi them, we have to say that what? That Moshe Avdi Meis. Moshe Avdi Meis. And Eloret Asher Ani Noisen. The Psukim come and say, Eloret Asher Ani Noisen Lohem Li V'nei Yisrael. That means, because Moshe Avdi Meis, that's why all of the Chalokim now who's going to get? Klal Yisrael, Lohem Li V'nei Yisrael. Even the 13th that Moshe Rabbeinu would have got, if he would have gone into Yisrael, no, you're not going to get it. Moshe Avdi Meis. And therefore, Klal Yisrael, Lohem Li V'nei Yisrael, because Moshe Avdi and the Tikkun HaSholem did not yet come, and the Geula Shleima did not yet come, and that's why Lohem Livnei Yisrael only to Bnei Yisrael. If you look at the Rambam in Perek Daled and Nihoris Melochim, Halacha Yud, the Rambam comes and brings Kol Ha'arotzos, all lands, Shekoivesh, Harehu Shel HaMelech. When the king goes out, Milchemes Rashus, and he goes and he takes land, who it belongs to? He conquers land, belongs to the king. ונוי said he could give it out to לעבודו ולאנשי המלחמה כפי מה שירצה. Wherever he wants, the king has the right to come and to divide it the way he wants. Comes the Minchas Chinuch, and Minchas Chinuch meets a top Tzadik Zion. He's asking on the Rambam. Why? Because the Rambam himself, that's the Rambam on Halacha Yud. The Rambam on Halacha Ches, the Rambam comes and says, the Melech HaMoshiach, when he speaks about the Melech HaMoshiach of them Elohim, says the Rambam, Melech HaMoshiach, he comes and he takes over there, noitel mikol ha'koivesh chelek echad mishloishason. He can come and take one of the, as we learned in the Gemara Basa, right, the 13, one of 13. And velo mo'igra, says the Minchas Chinuch, why are we going to come and say that this from the rest of the Melochim? And we said the rest of the Melochim, the Rambam says Halacha Yud, kol ha'arot yishom noitel, he can come and give it to whoever he wants, when he wants, how he wants, and Melech HaMoshiach can come and take only a 13. Why? What's the difference? So says what's the difference? So the Mephoshim explain, because Eretz Yisrael is different. Eretz Yisrael is kibush rabim. It's not a king goes to come and to conquer Eretz Yisrael. No, it belongs to the rabbim. It's Klal Yisrael. It's a klal of coming. Now we're going crossing the Yarden, and now we're going to cross the Yarden to go and to do a kibush rabim. This kibush rabim has a din of Eretz Yisrael. A din of Eretz Yisrael, yes, it belongs to who? It belongs to the whole of Klal Yisrael. And Rambam says in Ilchos Trumas Perek Aleph, the Rambam comes and says that it belongs to the Klal Yisrael and not to the king that he came. And that's what we say also in the pasuk. Kol mokem, that's the next pasuk. Kol mokem asher tigdoich kaf raglechem boi lochem nesativ. That means what means lochem nesativ? That means the Bnei Yisrael belongs to the Bnei Yisrael. Doesn't belong to anyone else. And this the Rambam comes and says the Melech HaMoshiach, when he's going to come, he does kibush. It's called the kibush rabbi. But he gets one of 13 of the Chelek as the Eretz Yisrael himself. But when the Rambam comes and brings that all of the Arotzos, when he comes and he's conquering all of the Arotzos, but he has the din of a king. The king is talking about different Arotzos. So we have a difference between Eretz Yisrael and the rest of the Okay, so let's see the psukim, and we're gonna try to figure out also what the okay. Pasuk Gimel, Kol Mokim, Asher Tidroich Kaf Raglechem, Lochem Nesativ Kasher Dibarti El Moshe. What's Kol Mokim? Yes, actually Kol Mokim, everywhere. Also in Chutz La'aretz, yeah. It's everywhere. The word is going to come and Tidroich Kaf Raglechem, Lochem Nesativ, and the Meforshim explain that also if it's a Chutz La'aretz, Rashi brings over here, is the Sifri, Eretz Yisrael for sure. But also in Chutz La'aretz, Lochem Nesativ, Kasher Dibarti El Moshe, right? It says over there in the Pasuk, Kol HaMokim Asher Tidroich Kaf Raglechem, Boy Lochem Yeh, and that's why you should start already now with Kibush Haaretz. What is the Gvuloi Haaretz? Over here is a very interesting pasuk. מהמדבר והלבנון הזה, ועד הנור הגדול, כל ארץ החיתים, ועד היום הגדול, מבוי השמש, יהיה גבולכם. Now this pasuk over here, מהמדבר, what's talking about midbar? Which midbar are you talking about? לכוירא, midbar Kodesh, midbar Tzin. That this is where, in the south of Eretz Yisrael, the south of Eretz Yisrael, through there, Klal Yisrael are going into Eretz Yisrael through the south. This is a place what's called, in Eretz Yisrael, what's called Levonon. That is a place what's called Levonon. So that's what the Rashi kind of explains. We're going to see it's not always the way we understand over here. Ve'ad hanor hagadol, now Pros, and now Pros, what's in the north of Eretz Yisrael, and that's the Nor HaGodol. All of that is going to be. So the Nor HaGodol, and this is what we have with it's quite far from Eretz Yisrael, what today we know, the Nahal Pros. So we have Eretz Yisrael is down over here. This is Damascus, Litani, Sidon, we have over here. The Nahal Pros, up over here is Nahal Pros. Quite far from Eretz Yisrael. And what's the pshat? Because this is the Le'osid Lovoi. This is the Oretz HaMuvtachas, as it's called the lower pines. This is not the Eretz Yisrael what we got. Now, Amel Hashem, we will go a little bit into the Gvuloi Haaretz, because this is one of the psukim that's a very, very important psukim about Gvuloi Haaretz. But we have to understand that we have to know there's a few psukim of Gvuloi Haaretz. Over here we have the psukim of Gvuloi Haaretz. You're going to have to get a little bit of map for this. But we know there's a few psukim of Gvuloi Haaretz. We have over here the pasuk, what comes and tells us, Mina know what the psukim over here tell us, what's the Gvuloi Haaretz. So first of all, we have to understand what is Mina know, Hagodol Lazeh, Ve'ana Pos. So the Malvi explains very, very interesting. He says, Klal Yisrael, if you want to come and to get Mina know, Hagodol Lazeh, Ve'ana Pos, they didn't have a chiyuv to come together. Wherever, Kol Mokom Asher Tidroich Kaf Raglechem Lochem Yeh. Wherever you're going to step, it's going to belong to you. That's only after you go into Yisrael and you take wherever you have to take. And this we can see the Nachlas with Yehoshua bin Nun came into. Right? That's what we see over here. That's the first nevuah of Yehoshua. The first nevuah of Yehoshua is talking about the Gvuloi Haaretz. Now, what's the midbar? So we explained the midbar Kodesh. When we look over here, there's actually two different ways to explain what means the midbar. Rashi over here, Pashas Rashi and Radak is talking about midbar Sinai. And midbar Sinai. Some Meforshim explain what means the midbar. Midbar is talking about Hamidbar, and that's in the north of Eretz Yisrael. And we talk about the midbar that's in Syria, what we call today. But this is also a midbar. It's also talking about the north of Eretz Yisrael. What's talking about the north of Eretz Yisrael? This is the midbar what we're talking about. This is the desert what we're talking about. HaLevonon. What's the Levonon? So with this two pshatim, Levonon, as we said, a place in Eretz Yisrael what's called Levonon, or Levonon, what's called today Lebanon. The north of Eretz Yisrael is also called Lebanon. So HaLevonon, that also could be called Lebanon, Mitzat Sheni. And why it's called Lebanon? Because we know it was the mountains over there full of snow, and there was, at that time, today, the mountains that have snow. That's what they call Miloshen Lovon, there was white snow, that's why they call it Lebanon. Hanor HaGodol, that's Nahal Pros, the Nahal Pros. And Nahal Pros, as we know till today, that actually it's also called Nahal Pros. What's Eretz Achitim? So Eretz Achitim is also in the timeline we brought it down. So also in the timeline we brought that in that time, we try to be also in the world, in that time there was over here, in 1274 BCE, there was the battle against the Chitim with Mitzrayim. It was Ramses II with the Seti the first. He was from the Chitim. So we know Eretz Achitim. So what is Eretz Achitim over here? We find over here Eretz Achitim. What is the Eretz Achitim over here? What we find? So some say that the Eretz HaChitim is, the Chitim is one of the Amiknan. We know one of the Amiknan is Eretz HaChitim. But we don't know which exactly is Eretz HaChitim. Where exactly? But some say it's also in the north. Over here, this area belongs to the Chitim. This is Eretz HaChitim. So we're actually focusing very, very much on it. All of the Gvulos we're focusing over here, we're focusing very much on this. That's why we printed out this map. Because most of the Levonoin, Bros, Midbar, Eretz HaChitim, all focusing on this part of Eretz Yisrael. Let's see why. Yam HaGodol, okay, that's the Mediterranean. We know that's the Yam HaTichon. The Yam HaGodol is always, we know, a Yam HaGodol. There's many times in the Torah what we've been Gvuloi Soretz. There's what we know in Sefer Bereshis, right? There's Uknan, Yolad, is Tzidon, Bechoiroi, there's Ches. There's Yevusi, there's Moiri, there's Girgoshi, there's Chibi, there's Alki, there's Sini. there's Arvodi, there's Tzomri, there's Chamosi. ואחר נפויצו משפחת הכנעני, ויהי גבול הכנעני, what's the גבול of כנעני, says the pasuk, מצידוין בויחו גאו עד עזה, בויחו סדוימו ועמוירו ועד מוצבוים עד לושה. That's the psukim, what we learned the first time in the Torah, what is Eretz Canaan? What is Eretz Canaan? We're going to have to figure out what is these places. But then we have also the psukim in Parshas Mishpatim. וסטתי, right? ושתי, es גבול חום ימסו ועד ים פלישתים, וממדבר עדנו כי אתם בידכם נשיאי שאורץ, וגרשתו מוי מפונךו. That's the second time what we find in psukim, the גבול הישורץ. Then we have much more in detail in Parshas Masei. צוות בני ישראל ואמרתו עליהם, כי אתם בואים אל ארץ כנען, זו יסורת אשר טיפו אלוהים בנחלו, ארץ כנען לגבול ישראל. ואוי לכם פאס נגב ממדבר צין, על ידי אדומים, ואוי לכם גבול נגב מקצה יום המלאך קדמו, ונוסר הגבול, and the psukim going in detail, exactly what is the thing. Then we have in דבורים, right? פנו ושאו לכם ובויו ארם המוירים אל כל שכנו, בערוב ובאוב ובשפלו, בנגב ובחוי בים, ארץ הכנעני והלבונוין, הדנו הגודל נעפרוס. We have again, in Parshas Eikev, כל עמוק אשר תדרך, כך רגליכם בו אלוהים יהיה, מן המדבר והלבונוין, מן הנור נעפרוס, ועד היום האחרון יהיה גבולכם. We have many times in the Torah, we have, again and again and again, psukim. In Nevi'im, we also have, we have the pasuk over here in Yehoshua, but we have also the psukim in Yecheskel. Yecheskel kapitel Mem Zayin, in psukim Tezvov, the pasuk Chov. We also have, וזה גבול הארץ לפעס צפוינו, מן היום הגודל, חטא רוין, Chetloin, Lovoi Tzedodo. We have many, many times. And we can see that every time is a little bit different. And why it's a little bit different, so I prefer to keep it a little bit when we can start to look about Kibush Haaretz. We're going to have to learn it on the map exactly what the difference is. Okay, let's see the Psukim weiter. Rak.
Anybody said that Levonin, the Russian is a base window, the Yerushalayim.
Levonin also, Alze Levonin, we also know, right, it's also called the Levonin is also called the some English. Because they bought the trees.
Yeah.
We find the Shlomo HaMelech, they bought the trees. Yeah. Rak, Posuk, Lo Yisyatzev, Posuk Hey. Lo Yisyatzev ish lefonecho, Lo Yisyatzev ish lefonecho, כל ימי חייך, כאשר ראיתי מוישה יהיה עמך לא ירפך ולא יעזבך. יצב איש לפונך more than Moshe Rabbeinu. Because Baruch comes and gives them a talk over here, even though Moshe Rabbeinu, we saw there was people with Moshe Rabbeinu, anyone who came, Ochon. But Ochon was not against Yehoshua bin Nun. He didn't have a problem with the Anhoga of Yehoshua bin Nun, even though we could see it in a way, yes, that they had a problem with the Anhoga of Yehoshua bin Nun. But we don't understand that he had a problem with the Anhoga of Yehoshua bin Nun. We understand that it was more of a personal problem that he wanted the money from in Yericho, as we can see later on in the Psukim. So, lo ya'alpecho v'lo ya'azvecho. That means lo ya'alpecho mitzad Anon and Rifyan also in Ruchnias, and lo ya'azvecho also in Gashmis. Chazak ve'emotz. Ki at otan chilesom hazeh. Ve'esom, right? Hashem nishbati la'avoisom. He comes and tells them why you need to be chazak ve'emotz. Ve'emotz. Chazak means that the person, as the Malbim says, wants to be strong in something. You need first the saruf le'letate. Person has to start from himself. Peacefully, Pesach kechudesh machad. V'ani eftach lochem Pesach kepischa shelulam. You start from yourself, chazak, and then ve'emotz. I will add on for you the courage to come. And why you need such big courage to come and to fight Klal Yisrael? What would happen anyway? When you talk about nachlis, it's really not simple. Just imagine why you gave me this and why you gave me that, and he got this. And we find us at the Gemara Misraim al Zvulun, right? Misraim al. You gave him kromim, and you gave him a vineyard, and you gave him nice mountains, and what you gave bigger, and this is smaller. And that's why over here, when you come to talk about first of all, you are coming to divide now the land. This is very not simple. You need very strong courage to come and to be very strong about it. And also, it's all mazeh. And which type of people you're talking about? It's all mazeh that it's not so straightforward to come and to deal with them. So when anyone comes, it's not my thing, you know. This is my, it's after, you know. Very good, but you know, it's not that. I was promised. My grandfather was promised, and that's why you need to be chazak ve'emat. Rak chazak ve'emat me'oid. Now, even me'oid chazak ve'emat is even more than the chazak ve'emat. Why? Because then we talk about the Torah. When it comes to Torah, it's not enough just chazak ve'emat and nachles. Chazak ve'emat me'oid. When we're talking about the Torah, lishmer. They come and the God says lishmer not to do mitzvahs lo yisasei. Because if you want to come and to be the manning of Klal Yisrael, you have to be like Moshe Rabbeinu, keep the Torah. Al tosu mimenu from the Sefer Torah yomin usmoil to add as much as you can on the mitzvahs or to come yomin usmoil. What means yomin usmoil? Yomin is strong. Smoil yomin usmoil leman. We know there's Yamin, the right, and Smoil is left. Yamin Hashem, Yamin is always the strong part. Smoil, when you come to, as we said, Lishmo Velases, to add on the mitzvahs, a person could think, I'm much stronger, right? I'm adding on the mitzvahs. That's Yamin. A person can come and say, I'm not keeping all the mitzvahs. That's what we know. It says, Lo Sigra. And that's what we say, Yamin, don't add on the mitzvahs. Also, don't. Leman taskil bechol asher teilach. Lo yomsh. Pasuk ches. Lo yomu sefer HaTorah ze mipicho. V'orgiso. And this v'orgiso, you have to look into it. Yoimom v'laylo. Leman tishmo lasik. Chol hakosu boi. Ki oz tatzliach es dachecho. Ve'oz taskil. That means all the mitzvahs, what you have in the Torah, all the mitzvahs. If you want to be matzliach, and the atzlocha a person gets is only al pi derech haTorah. Now we find over here in the psukim. So haloi. Just let's finish the pasuk yud, and then we're gonna have to go over the psukim. Haloi. Tzivisicho. I just told you. Chazak ve'emot. Al tar. Tar would be do misked. Al taroitz ve'al teichos. Again, a lotion of not to be scared. Why? Ki imcho Hashem leikecho bechol asher teilech. When a person comes, and he's coming out to fight who? The Klal Yisrael. We're coming to fight now, the 7 Amomim. So, Aloi Tzivisicho, when was Tzivisicho? And the time the Moshe Rabbeinu. Chazak ve'emot, al ta'u, don't be scared of them. Ve'al teichos, teichos means, keshes giborim, chatim. What means chatim? They go broke. They go broken. Why? Because ki imcho Hashem alikecho, okay, we're going to stop over here. And then Hashem, we're going to see next week these psukim, why it says 3 times Chazak ve'emot, and what comes to mean these 3 times Chazak ve'emot.